Who are you?
Hi, I'm John Gravel, and I'm an Executive Vice President and Chief Financial Officer at Artisan Vehicle Systems.
What does Artisan do?
Artisan makes complete electric powertrains that are used in underground mining equipment. It's been in business for 13, 14 years. It's done a number of applications. It makes the electric motors as well as all the power electronics, the battery packs, and the charging systems.
What's the applications for it right now? Why are batteries important to miners?
Well, we're looking at the mining industry because the mining industry gets a benefit that above ground users do not get. And the main benefit for the mining companies is savings on ventilation costs. Ventilation costs are the biggest source of power costs for underground mines, and they're needed in order to run the fans in the cooling systems, the heating systems, in order to get the diesel fumes out from under the ground in order for health and safety purposes primarily. And those costs can be substantial, and we can significantly reduce those if we use electric powered equipment underground.
Are there particular types of equipment that you want to see that'll have batteries attached to them before pieces that get used more frequently?
Well, we can certainly go zero emissions underground and use all of the equipment that would be powered by diesel with electric. But by far the biggest source of diesel emissions underground are with the haul trucks and the scoops, or LHDs as some people call them.
So how is Artisan serving the mining industry right now? What is it? Is it partnering, or what is it doing?
So we are working with the original equipment manufacturers because we don't make the equipment ourselves. So we're working with the original equipment manufacturers and bringing our systems, our electric motors, our battery packs, and working and partnering with the OEMs so that they can deliver these scoops and these haul trucks to the mining industry. We're at the CIM event in Vancouver currently, and Atlas Copco is using our powertrains, our full battery systems in their scoops. The ST7 is currently on display at this conference. They're also using it in their 20-ton trucks. 3 of those are in operation currently in hard rock underground mining in northern Ontario, and we also have production ready their 42-ton trucks as well as their 14-ton scoops.
The advantages are, I guess, heat for underground, and then also the reduction in ventilation costs as well too, not having to deal with the diesel. What would be some of the limitations of battery technology?
So the limitation with battery technology is how far you can go between a charge. That is by far the biggest limitation historically. Now, the lithium-based chemistries that are used in batteries currently have gone a long way to solving those issues, and now the battery packs can last a lot longer. For a lot of the scoops, we can go the full shift without having to change batteries, and they can just be charged in between shift changes. But with haul trucks going up steep ramps, heavily loaded, those will need to be swapped during the shift at some point. That does take a little bit of time. It might take 15 minutes to swap the batteries, so that is taking time away from production, which is important. But there you can also put more equipment to use underground if you have electric, because you're not producing the heat and the diesel fumes that then need to be ventilated.
Where do you see kind of going next with the battery technology? Who else would you partner with?
They would certainly where we see this going is to bigger equipment, and a lot of the mines are using the 30-ton and 40-ton and 50-ton haul trucks, even 60 and 80. So as mines get to be mining lower grades, they want to get to the cost side of it by using bigger trucks. That's going to need some help from the battery technology, especially for trucks above 50 ton. Those are going to need better battery technology, more energy dense, being able to pack more energy into smaller areas. The issue with batteries, we need to fit the battery pack where the diesel engine would would otherwise be. So that's the limit. We don't have an unlimited room to put battery cells. So that needs to get to be more efficient, and that's where I see the technology going. Is it's going to get cheaper. It's going to get more efficient. So we'll be able to power the bigger pieces of equipment.
How fast is battery technology moving?
Incredibly fast. The first lithium-based chemistry that was commercially available was around 2008. And that was a Tesla Roadster used that in 2008. We were approached by Kirkland Lake Gold in 2010 to see if we could put our lithium-based batteries into underground equipment. We got our first piece in 2011. We've now been doing this for 4 years and have over 100,000 real production hours in underground hard rock. That experience is moving the industry forward quite substantially. Kirkland Lake Gold has now, I think, around 25 pieces of underground equipment. So you can see what's happened in the last 4 years at Kirkland Lake Gold with them adopting this technology and allowing them to enjoy these savings in ventilation costs, allowing them to get to adjacent ore bodies that they would not have been able to get to as economically without the benefit of having electric vehicles that reduce emissions underground. So that's part of the future where this is going. It's going to allow cost-effective mining of adjacent ore bodies, of expansions, and that's really where the savings are going to come from this, because it's going to give capital cost savings on getting to these new ore bodies.
Do you have any metrics in terms of like how much savings are with tunnels and ventilation systems?
We did one. We worked on one proposal where the company had done a pre-feasibility study for the project based on diesel, and they then redid that based on electric, and that was quite telling as to what this can deliver. Now this mine had to be built, so it was a clean sheet of paper as to how they could do the ventilation system. And what they were able to do in this example was they were able to eliminate one of the airways. So they were going from 4 under diesel to 3, and those airways are very expensive to build. They were able to eliminate one of their fans, and these are the big surface fans that again are quite expensive. They're able to reduce the size of their cooling plant, and those costs all in this particular example were around $50 million, and that goes a long way to prove the economics of a mining project these days. That's a real number. Okay, and there will be operating costs on top of that, since the cost to run the ventilation system going forward, there'll be a lot less power required. Your labor will be more efficient because it's not as hot underground, not as hostile an environment with the heat and the fumes from diesel.
Thank you very much.
You're most welcome, Michael. Thank you.
Thank you.